Hi guys, welcome back to SJ Sports. I'm here with man like Fox, Amboy. You know, back to the weekend preview, weekend results. So, Fox, before we start, you see how many decisions be going on with the players, Premier League teams on all these referees. What do you make of the referees' decision this weekend?
Thank you very much. Hello viewers, and then welcome to our special edition today. And then before we start, we all starting. I know where you're coming from. Okay, for me, I already made my analysis, and then I came up with my conclusion regarding the referee's decision on that day. A mistake is a mistake. You know, he's human. He's bound to make errors. So, in as much as he accepted that and realized that he made a mistake, it's a very expensive one indeed, because it cost Arsenal, you know, something very important. But he is human. He is not a demigod. He made a mistake, and he simply attests to it. So let's just forgive him, and then we move on.
But he attests to it after the game. That's the main problem.
That's where mistakes are realized sometimes.
The referee had one job to do. Draw a line, simple line, offside or no offside. That's your job. How can you make a mistake with that?
Yes, he made a mistake.
But
if a job is not done the way it's supposed to be, it's either two things, deliberate or mistake. But he came with the excuse
No.
I am going by what he said.
Hold on a second. They made an excuse for him.
Who?
The PGM, MLO or something like that. Yeah? They made an excuse for him. He didn't come out and say, oh, sorry guys. No.
You want an apology for that?
Yeah, we need an apology.
Yeah, he will write a letter.
Or even a replay of the game.
No, what? If the replay of the game comes, you're still gonna lose. What about if the replay of the game comes and they beat you?
That's alright. We'll accept that.
Okay.
Would you call that as a mistake?
Of course, I would.
That's happening consistently. Like, it's not one of, it's not two. It's just happening consistently. Would you call that a mistake?
No, I'm not gonna say or to call everything a mistake. I'm talking about your time, Arsenal's game.
This is not about Arsenal, Fox. Wait.
No. What I'm trying to say, you asked me about that referee. Yes, that's what I've responded. So now, if at all you said continuously for all the referees, then they have to investigate. They have to adopt to something that will not be causing these errors all the time. Because consistency in football or in the VAR ruling is very vital in our games. So they need to come out, come up with plans, come up with proper review, come up with measures that will say, okay, this is how we are doing it, and then it's causing trouble, it's causing teams their games, so we need to be strict or we need to stop it. If there is some politics that they apply in it, they need to stop the politics.
So how about Manchester United's goal, which Rashford scored, which was VAR decision?
Which goal are you talking about? Rashford scored.
You know what game I'm talking about?
No. Rashford scored a lot of games.
Yesterday's game.
No, not yesterday's game. The goal that Rashford guided the ball for Bruno.
Oh yeah, against City.
Yeah.
Against City.
Exactly.
Well, that was a goal.
It's not a goal.
That was a goal.
It's not a goal. He was guiding the ball.
How?
VAR should have intervened as well.
That happened in one of the games yesterday. Was it yesterday or the day before yesterday?
No, Liverpool.
It was Brighton, Crystal Palace.
Exactly. So they didn't touch the ball. They didn't intervene. What happened?
Rashford was babysitting the ball.
Like
babysitting the ball.
Have you seen Rashford babysitting?
He was babysitting the ball. like this. Guiding the ball, babysitting the ball.
Boy, Rashford goal was a goal.
Okay, let's move on to the weekend.
No, wait. Before we move on here, quickly, Fox.
Yeah.
I don't understand how comes you saying this is a mistake. Something that's been happening. When did the VAR came? We got VAR how many years now? Is it not 3 or 4 years now?
5 years now.
5 years in the Premier League.
5 years.
5 years in the Premier League, right?
17.
2017. Fine. So since 2017 here, the number of points that VAR is costing. This is not only Arsenal, by the way. It's not only Arsenal. It's about all the Premier League teams. They're costing every single team, especially Chelsea here. They cost Chelsea. This is the opportunity that Chelsea could have won this game here and go like maybe 10 position they are right now. Yeah, they could have been 7, 8 position with the hope to make Champions League football. But now look, they cost Chelsea. Chelsea just play this game. They deserve to get the 3 points, and then they be cost and they end up having this 1 point.
Alkaline.
Out of this game,
Solomon.
You know,
I got you, but I'll be very, very straightforward here. See, you and all the Arsenal supporters, this mistake has been going on for a very long time.
This-
You didn't talk about
That's
it.
what I'm saying.
You didn't talk about it.
Wait. This is
No,
what
no,
I'm saying.
hold on first.
You're
Hold on.
basing it on
No,
Arsenal.
no,
I'm not
hold-
basing it on Arsenal. I'm basing it in general.
Hold on first. It has been going on in general,
But it should not be.
but you have not been talking about it.
No,
Why today?
I have been talking about
When?
it because of this weekend. It's been poor, very poor. It's been
Twice.
more than
Because
one game.
you've been victimized.
It's not about Arsenal. This is what
Yes,
I'm saying.
no, Colo said yes.
But
No,
that's
to
the truth.
me.
But the thing is,
For me, it's
okay,
not-
fair enough. We've been victimized.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's why Howard we're calling emergency meeting today.
Okay.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So all the referees,
Okay.
I've got a meeting. No excuse not to
Okay.
turn up.
Okay.
And this guy,
Now-
this referee, what's it called? Lee Mason. This guy has been terrible against Arsenal, against Man United
Lee-
at Old Trafford.
Lee
It's
Mason-
the same referee that ruled out Martinelli's goal, saying that Eriksen is a foul, whatever. That's nowhere. That's not a foul. That's a goal.
Lee Mason-
And he ruled that goal out. And it's the same Lee Mason that cost Arsenal the weekend. He said he forgot to rule the line. How can you forget a professional referee? How can you forget to rule the line? You know, he should be sacked for that.
He was probably betting
You
on
know?
his phone.
Exactly.
Listen.
And then remember, look what happened too. You remember the year that Man City went to Everton, and Everton had a penalty, and they refused to give the penalty to Everton, and the City ended up winning that game. I think 1-0.
Okay.
You know, so all these things it can cost teams points.
This is my problem. This has been happening.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
and all the Arsenal supporters
Yeah.
have not been deliberating about it.
No,
You've
no.
not been talking. No,
No,
hold
no,
on.
wait.
Hold on.
Okay,
Hold
wait,
on
let
first.
me
You've not-
come in there.
I'm the one talking.
Okay, let me come in there and you finish. The reason why we haven't come out, okay, by that time we haven't got this platform that we had. You get it? So we cannot come out and talk. But me personally, I've talked about it. I've talked
I got
about
it.
it with one of my friends.
I got it. I got
But
it.
now, this weekend, the way this weekend went with this old referee, we cannot just come here and talk about matches without talking about the referees.
Okay. Now you want us to agree.
Yeah.
You want us
The
to.
referees, they've been poor. They've been shocking.
No, you want us to speak your language because you've been victimized.
It's
Yes.
not about Arsenal.
No, hold on.
I'm saying in general.
Okay,
Yeah.
now I am saying
Yeah.
my mind is mistake is a mistake.
Yeah.
So it will not be repeated.
You cannot call it
Let's
as a
put-
mistake, Fox.
Well,
Okay,
if
you
the
know-
authorities are calling it a mistake, who am
No,
I not to
no,
call it a
no,
mistake?
This
No,
is
no,
not a
no,
mistake.
no, fair enough.
This is not a
This mistake is a mistake. It's not going to be repeated.
Okay.
Sunday is just around the corner. Or
Yeah.
tomorrow, or what's it called again? Wednesday is just around the corner.
When you start talking about it in general, now I'll also join the club to talk about it in general.
All right. Okay,
So now I'm
okay.
talking about it in mistake.
All right,
It's a
fair,
mistake.
fair enough. Let's move on.
Yeah.
Let's move on. Chelsea West Ham.
Chelsea West Ham.
What do you think?
The game, I watched the game. I think Chelsea played well, you know. I think I'm really surprised the way, you know. I think Graham Potter is being, if they give him time here, he will change this Chelsea side. Because I know they bought all these players, the players are new and all. It's going to take time for him to implement his system. You get it? So I think, watching the game as a neutral, I think Chelsea played well. And I think Chelsea, we've been just talking about the referees, Chelsea deserve to get those 3 points on that, was it Friday, Saturday night? Yeah, Saturday morning, whatever. So with that game,
Because of the same mistake.
no, they missed. Yeah. Basically, the handball. It's a penalty. It's a penalty for me.
No, to me, it's not a penalty.
So no, for me it's a penalty.
me, it's not a penalty.
So with that, I think Chelsea, if they continue playing the way they're playing like this, I said that if they didn't win this game, they will not make top 4. But if they continue playing like this, they have a chance for top 4. I think the game was, you know, very good as a neutral.
Top 4, okay. Top 4 over who?
I think top 4 over Tottenham and West Ham. They have a chance. I'm not saying they're gonna overtake them.
West Ham?
Yeah. No, West Ham. I mean Newcastle.
You know, there's a goal that happened while Gakpo scored today.
Gakpo scored. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good.
Gakpo
That's
scored.
a good thing.
Okay.
So, what do you think of the game, Fox?
Well,
Chelsea.
that game, for me, at the initial stage, when I saw the incident, I said it wasn't a penalty because the man just fell. You understand? And then the hands were in the natural position. But when they keep, bringing some...
For you think it's not a penalty?
at the first time.
Or the first time? Okay.
But when they start to bring different views, different analysis, try to drag it, quote it from the laws, and then, that's the time, I agreed to say, yes, it's a pen. You understand? But for me, if I were in the position of the referee, I might make the same mistake then, because I would have just said it's not a penalty. Because the man deliberately cannot get control over his hands. He fell down.
But-
You cannot expect him to bend his hands to avoid it.
But
Yeah.
VAR took 5 seconds.
Yes.
Yeah, to analyze that.
Yes, to make a decision.
So how come they took 5 seconds to analyze it?
Well,
you have a job to do.
yes, but that's what I'm trying to tell you.
You should be analyzing at all different angles.
But this is my opinion. My opinion with that one. I feel like okay, the player was about to fall in it.
Yeah.
Obviously, when you fall in, you need your hands to fall down.
Yes.
That's why I said to most of these Chelsea fans that I understood like why they didn't give the penalty.
Yeah.
Yeah. But again, I understood why they should have give the penalty because I've seen it given in the past.
Yes, the law, they quoted
yeah.
the same law. So those laws has to be respected. Okay. But also, I think they need to be very, very aware and conscious of the fact that as human beings, when you are falling down, you get no control over the way you fall down. So when the ball is there, definitely they need to consider that thing as well. But you know our English Premier League.
Okay, let's move on. Leicester, Tottenham.
Fox, by the way, what did I predict last week about this game? You said Tottenham is going to win, and I said Leicester is going to win.
Yes.
You know, and Leicester won.
It was embarrassing that
4-2.
day.
What do you mean embarrassing?
No,
I'm
4-1,
surprised.
4-1.
No, it
They're
was
lucky, man. It could have been 5 or 6.
yeah, very embarrassing on that day.
You know?
Because it's supposed to be different, knowing the caliber of players that Tottenham have,
And they beat
and then also they beat Manchester City, who are very competitive, and then also they withstand a lot of teams in the Premier League. Definitely, it was. I don't know what's wrong with them on that day. It was disappointing.
Yeah.
Very, very disappointing on that day.
Tottenham, man. What do you expect, man?
Yeah. Now I was expecting good results from them.
So
That's why I predicted that they're going to win.
Yeah.
Palace and Brighton.
Palace and Brighton, the same incident, there's a VAR incident as well with the referee decision.
We talked about
You know,
that.
who won by that? Who won?
Let's move on.
The
Let's move
1-1.
on. 1-1.
Was it 1-1?
Yeah.
It was. I didn't watch the game, by the way, but I think it was a good game.
Bournemouth, Newcastle.
Bournemouth, Newcastle. Oh, there. I didn't watch that game as well, but I think that game was nice. It was a 1-1 tough game.
Yeah, draw. Yeah, the draw.
I predict Newcastle to win 2-0. I got that one wrong, man.
Yeah.
You know, Bournemouth really surprised me, you know. And then Eddie Howe was going back to his former club as well. So it was a good point for Bournemouth, definitely. Not for Newcastle, but for Bournemouth.
Okay. So what are your thoughts on Man City, Aston Villa?
Oh, there, Man City.
The big man.
Yeah, because for that game I was very upset because
Upset?
yes, very upset.
You know
Why
why?
upset?
No, let me cut you there. You know why he will be upset? Because they were on top of they were second for 2 hours.
I'm upset. Man said I'm upset. Upset.
No, because what happened
Really
is Aston Villa could have done better
Yeah.
on that day.
In what sense?
No, because you see, the way they started the game with Manchester City, it was a bit competitive. At least they're making chances, they're holding balls, they're moving forward. But later on, it's just like you screwed them all in one area, and then you could see the way the ball was running.
Yeah.
They know prominent players. They know Mahrez was there, Kevin De Bruyne was there, Rodri was. You know, the ball coming from that small boy. What is it called? Something. Bernardo Silva.
Yeah.
So you could see they know that the balls are coming from this 1, 2, 3. They are the playmakers. They are the one distributing everything. And then Villa was like, they just been scared to play the ball.
I mean, I watched the game here.
So basically, they just crumble.
Yeah, I mean, I watched the game here. First half, I was thinking, you know what? I knew City would win here, but I said to myself, you know what? It's a game that you never know. City might just come there and then like drew or even lost the game. When I watched the game, first half 3-0, I'm like, yo, let me just go and do whatever I have to do, man. You know, I just switch up the TV.
And then the second half, Villa started to come.
Yeah.
They started to
And
come
it was
to
too late.
play.
It
Yeah,
was
too
3-1.
late. But because this is what happened in football.
Yeah.
If you don't take your chance, there is only one team that can play at last minute and make it.
Yeah, Arsenal. Yeah.
And we all know
yeah,
that
yeah.
team.
Yeah.
That
Thank you, man.
Also, Manchester United
Thank
is
you
the only
for-
team
for recommending
that can
Arsenal.
come last minute. We are called the kings of comeback. You know,
come back where?
we come back
When
in
Sir
every
Alex
game.
was there, you were king of
Even
comeback.
today.
Because
Look-
the referee used to help you those days. Those days there's no VAR. Yeah.
Who is there? So, but Villa, they very disappointing. Poor game from them on that day. Very
Next
poor.
one.
Very poor.
Fulham, Nottingham Forest.
Fulham Nottingham Forest.
That game was tough for Fulham.
Yes.
It was a game that I expected. I said Fulham 2-0 and I got that one right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was not much.
a tough.
Forest had 2 defenders out. They just played I think 50 minutes. Both defenders got injured, so they were unlucky with that. You know, but Forest played alright. But I expect Fulham to win, as I said on my last review. So
And
no results. I'm surprised.
That game was good, and then there was a man, you know, from former Chelsea player Willian. who made a very, very
he had a good game. He had
you
a
know,
good game.
he played them, and then that game was wonderful. I watched it. It was very, very nice.
He definitely had a good game.
And then moving on to your game.
Arsenal. Yeah, Arsenal. You know what? With Arsenal's game here, I have to be honest. Like first half, Brentford could have scored 2-3 goals.
But
Brentford,
I told you last week. That's Brentford for you.
Yeah, Brentford played really, really well.
But you know the problem is.
No, I'm coming there. Brentford played well, but again, what comes second half, Arsenal took the game to Brentford, and we took the game to Brentford, and they will break Brentford down. We've been struggling like to break teams down here, but with Brentford, we scored. We came in second half, we're like, yo, we cannot continue playing like this. We have to change our style of football. And then before you know this, Saka just crossed the ball and then Trossard, by the way.
No.
Very good.
What I was saying is that those type of games, they are games for Tini.
I'm coming.
Not Zinchenko.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, you tell me your opinion anyway. Let me finish mine.
Okay, go on.
So for me, like I thought like the game was a good game, and the second half Arsenal stepped in and then we scored, and then the last incident, the referee, don't get me wrong, Arsenal could have defended better before putting their
allowing the VAR or the referee
before putting their
decide
hopes
for them. Exactly.
Before putting their hopes to VAR, Arsenal could have defended well.
I like that.
But
I like that.
Again, we have to come back to the VAR decision. VAR should have looked at the decision very well. And it took them how many minutes? 4 or 5 minutes before this guy, what's it called, Livingston, before he decided. And with that 5 minutes, he still got it wrong.
Maybe he was not even at the table.
Exactly, which I don't understand. When I was watching the game, Fox, I saw the incident. But like me, I don't like to focus when Arsenal win. I give excuses. So I said to myself, you know what? Nah, I don't think it's offside. But after going through the night, people start sending me videos. I'm looking at the video. I'm like, man, you're right, man. It's an offside. But it's just one of those. But Arsenal, next time, we have to take our chances. Don't rely on this VAR. This VAR, they are corrupt. They're all from Manchester, man. They're all from Manchester. We cannot rely on these Manchester referees, man. Come on, man. Let's win our matches, man. But after that, I think it's a point. It's a fair result.
But then again, no. I think they need to start changing his formation.
You think?
There are games.
You see?
There are games which is meant for like. Sorry. You see, like Manchester United. The New United game yesterday, it was for Maguire.
Yeah, they bring Maguire.
But Maguire will, it's a scrap game. Maguire like to scrap. So they bring in Maguire. But I think they need to start bringing Tini, left back.
I agree with what you said.
I don't cut you off. This is what I've been telling him all the time. I said, Arsenal, there are times that you need to change your formation. Exactly. You need to change the tactics based on your opponent.
Exactly.
Whatever they bring for you, counter them in that. No. You told me that Arteta said he's not going to change his formation for any team.
But that's what he says.
That's what he said. But this is where he got it wrong.
He needs to change it.
This is football.
No. It's not about tactics, Fox. It's about changing what Ambo is saying. Ambo is not saying tactics. Wait. Arteta might change tactics during the game. What Ambo is saying, he change players.
No, for the game.
Players is saying.
Listen.
Tactics.
Listen. You change tactics based on the ability of the players. You understand? No. Let me tell you. I'll give you an example. No. Hold on. We all watch football. We're talking about football.
Yeah, but I wouldn't match him more than you.
I don't have any issue with that. But look at other games. Look at other games. If, for instance, Manchester City needs to win certain games, if they know that certain winger players are faster, who do they bring? Kyle Walker to defend at the other side. So this is what I'm trying to tell Alka. Sometimes you substitute the players based on their ability in trying to match the tactics you bring.
For example,
what you feel to understand is at Arsenal, there's players that can play different kind of positions. That's what we got.
No.
With that, Arteta can change tactics while the game is going on.
That's
I get what you're saying.
Okay.
I get what you're saying.
That's your team. I don't have anything.
Because if you look at Ben White can play.
My advice.
Ben White can play right back and he can play defense. Shevchenko can play right back and he can play midfield.
No, for example,
so we got players that are versatile.
This game we were struggling.
I get what Ambo is saying.
We were struggling to break down Brentford. Yeah. Play Tini left back. He can overlap and swing in the balls, cross the balls. It's very simple. Because Martin was struggling. Or you can start what's his name again? The new guy, Trossard, Martin on the bench. And later on, as time goes on,
I think my fixtures. I will come to that anyway.
As the time goes on, you bring in Martinelli.
Alright.
I agree.
Enough of your team.
And you mentioned that. I did say that to AFTV. I was, by the way, big up to AFTV and big up to Robbie as well. You know, I did say that to AFTV that I think Arsenal we need to start changing certain players. They're not performing to their standard. Like if you look at Ben White, I think Ben White has been brilliant this season. But for the past few games, he's been shaky.
Yeah, maybe the players are tired.
Martinelli, no, they cannot be tired.
Of course,
They
are human.
Tired is no excuse. I don't want to hear players getting tired. Come on, these players have been paid. They're multi-billion players. Tired for what?
No, maybe they are tired. They're not used to this kind of pressure.
If you're tired, bring somebody else. That's it. That's why you got the squad.
Okay, let's move on.
Yeah, but with the Arsenal, we need to, the next game. We'll talk about the next game. Anyway.
Southampton and Wolverhampton.
Oh damn! Man.
The Hampton.
That's another VAR decision there. The player has been sent off, and it shouldn't be sent off.
But they won the game.
So yeah, they won with 10 men. I'm really impressed by Wolf.
Yeah.
They won with 10 men.
They were more hungry than Southampton.
Yeah,
that's it.
So it's the same mistake every time. So
and then,
we will learn.
Any game?
Yeah, one last game. Or should we just keep that team?
No,
Man, that team of North.
You see that game, that team, is very.
Do you think? Wait, quickly. Do you think you played well that game?
For 85,
not for the
minutes.
first half.
70
Not
minutes.
for the first half.
No, 70
okay,
minutes.
Wait.
No, hold on. Not in the first half.
Yeah, second half. Do you?
No, hold on. You asked me the question.
I'm
so
asking you. Yeah,
okay, we came to that game so comfortable, and then we lost it. We lost our pace. Our boys were not focusing, and then also the way we need to play and get the ball up, we were not doing that. So basically, Leeds were hungry. They want to break because of the first encounter we had with them a few days ago before yesterday. So that's the same system they want to play with us. So, but what we normally did was we trying to calm down. When we went for the second half, we came, we shaky, but later on we pick up, and that's what happened.
Yeah, I mean, I watched the game. Yeah,
we control the ball positions.
Yeah.
I
watched the game. Yeah, first half.
Yeah.
I think Leeds have 5 shots on target.
Yes.
5. I'm like, how can Leeds have these 5 shots on target and they cannot even score a single goal?
Yes.
So they played well, but they couldn't finish.
No, this is what we call experience.
But I think
we are
after 70 minutes. No, listen, folks. After 70 minutes, I think Man U played well and they deserve to win the game.
We are big people. Look at that goal.
Which big people?
Yeah.
So
we are big people.
So okay. Moving on to the next games.
Liverpool and Everton are still playing.
Yeah, that's a derby.
You understand? And then Liverpool and Everton game is nice. And then let's just enjoy the football.
I think Liverpool, the way Liverpool are playing right now, they deserve to win this game.
And then you got one big game.
They deserve
two best teams in England playing on Wednesday.
Yeah, no, we'll come back to that game anyway.
We're going to come back to that game.
Yeah, we'll come back to that game. Viewers, please, guys, make sure you subscribe, like, and comment.
Thank you very much for following us, and thank you very much for watching.